Hello and welcome back to the channel here this evening. My name is Andy, and yes, I have returned finally after my extended hiatus, shall we say. Work decided to give me the most blooming annoying shifts when it comes to doing commentaries, but finally they put me onto something a little bit more reasonable, so I am back, and we are here tonight with NXTGEN Racing's V8 Supercar series. It is round 7 from Donington Park. So since the new year, which by the way, Happy New Year everyone, because this is my first video of 2019. Since the new year there's been 2 rounds, as we can see, and that is India Lager facing the wrong direction, it is indeed. But since the new year it's restarted with the league, we had a round at Hockenheim, which was won by this man Seeks, who's still in the pit lane at the moment. And the other round was won by Scooby G, who is still the championship leader, but he's not here tonight by the looks of it. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up to the plate and takes on. We've got 8 drivers at the moment. We're hoping for a few more before the race gets underway. It's a bit of a different qualifying. I'm not going to be concentrating too much on what's going out on track. You can see it's only a 10-minute session for this one tonight. Reason being is that everybody has been given a set time to do. It's the only way we can get a reverse grid within Project Cars. You can't set the grid yourself, so everyone's got a set time to go by so that they can start in the reverse championship order. I'm going to run through the championship standings as they are. After 6 rounds of the season, NGR Scooby G does lead the championship on a massive 225 points. This man we're watching, Lager, is second on 146, only 2 points ahead of Seeks in third. Jamie is in 4th on 129, with Les in 5th on 104. Frank Finch is in 6th place on 91. Ropsky 7th on 74 with a number 7 machine. Edu is in 8th on 66. Adam Morris 9th on 59, and Gizmo is in 10th on 28 points. You can see the guys out on track already having a bit of a scrap over who's going to go where. Let's just run you through the 8 drivers we have at the moment. This is Huxley. Now this is a driver I do not know at all. I've never seen him race, so it's going to be a completely inexperienced me. He is in the 43 machine. Envoy Extreme, who is in the number 1 machine and currently thinking he's on a beach day in the gravel trap there. He's in 2nd at the moment, but it will change. Seeks just coming out of pit lane. The Les is in 4th, flying over the finish line. As you can see, Ropsky doing a bit of gravel trapping as well. NGR Lager waiting there at the finish line so he can get the right sort of time for his lap. This is the confusing part about this. Everyone sets a certain lap. And there is Edu, who's doing his own bit of off-roading already. So already early doors and into the off-roads as Lager sits there awaiting to go over the line, and does so now to go into 5th place. So it's going to be a strange qualifying session. As I say, I'm not going to be paying too much attention to it, but it should be going basically in a reverse sort of championship order as the expectation. Obviously there's some people that maybe haven't raced so far either, so there is that side to it as well, so not going to be concentrating too much on it. It's going to be the race, which is a 35-minute race, as it always is, of course. So that will be one to keep an eye on, and that is where the main focus of tonight's action will be. It is Donington Park, it is the GP circuit, so the full layout. And this background, this sort of time last year, was actually where I had my first race for NXTGEN in these cars. It was a social race for the start off, I believe it was season 11, and it was the first time I'd actually done a league race since I had an Xbox 360. So something very, very different it was indeed there for me, so definitely an interesting place. And a track I don't mind too much, it's quite an enjoyable track I do think, around Donington. It can be quite tricky, it's easy to get it wrong. You've got a couple of corners that can really catch out, especially going down the crater curves, down the hill towards the old hairpin, so you need to be very, very careful of what's going on. So, very good track. We'll take a lap on board with someone in a moment. I'm just going to quickly finish tweeting this out. We've got to advertise things as Lager decides to donut through the final corner. There we go, that's me advertised what I need to be doing. So, we are awaiting as Lager is back into pit lane, so let's find a driver to go on board with. He's about to come and start a lap, hopefully. See if we can find someone. Les doing a bit of gravel rallying there across the grass. Seeks coming through the final couple of corners, and there's Edu. Edu's about to start a lap, so let's jump on board with him. We'll jump on board with the bonnet cam. Coming down towards turn 1, you use a bit of the pit exit to give yourself the best line through lanes. You've got it slightly wrong on the brakes, so very easy to do that. And then coming down the hill here, very, very fast part of the circuit down here. You need to be very careful. You just want to get a bit sideways there, and then into the right-hander down at the bottom of the hill, down to third gear. Through there at the old hairpin, and then under Starsky's bridge, which has now disappeared, and up towards turn 6. You can see Edu is slowing down at the moment because he has obviously got a certain lap time to set as he goes through turn 7, which is McLean's at the top end of the circuit. And this is a very tricky corner up here, Coppice corner, turn 8, blind on the entry, and the apex is right there, and then he's got a secondary apex which isn't really there as the Edu goes across the grass there, and then down the straight towards the S's chicane, and he's just flinging it across the grass. If you know I'm watching, you Spanish person, stop it. But now down towards the Melbourne hairpin as he's now deciding to drift it, so we're just going to disappear away from this. This is the thing with this qualifying session, because everyone's got set lap times to do, they're all just messing around to make sure they finish the lap time. But you go through the old hairpin and then through Goddard's turn 12 before you go back onto the start and finish straight and towards Redgate corner one more time. So definitely an interesting track layout, very undulating as well, and yet despite the fact that it's got a bit of length, it's only 2.49 miles round. Lap record obviously set by Ayrton Senna in the F1 McLaren in 1993. We all remember that fantastic race where he dropped down to 6th place at the start and then got into the lead before the end of the first lap. He actually passed the Williams of Alain Prost there into the Melbourne hairpin. So got a lot of history, this place. I remember watching the British touring cars through here back when I was younger. I remember Nigel Mansell crashing into that bridge after the old hairpin. You might remember that one in the Ford Mondeo. He absolutely lost it coming out the old hairpin and into the wall. So definitely one of those bits. You can see Ropsky and Les just lining up there to not set too quick a lap time. Envoy Extreme drifting his way through the corners. Edu facing in the opposite direction, as you can see, going backwards off the grass. So we're coming to the end of this crazy qualifying session, so we won't need to worry about it for too much longer. But it is just one of those ones because we have got this as a reverse grid, and the only way to do that is to give everybody a set lap time to set, really. So as Huxley loses it coming down the hill through the Craner curves there and takes out half the boarding there, as Ropsky gives him a little nudge on the way through there. Qualifying is now at its end period, so that should be the order that we have for the race, with the MGR Lager starting last on the grid with Seeks in 7th, the Les 6th, Frank Finch 5th, Ropsky in 4th, Edu in 3rd, Envoy Extreme in 2nd, and Huxley will be on pole position on this reverse grid race. Obviously now back to normal scheduled viewing. It's one thing I'm looking forward to doing one more time is Monday night back on GT Sport for the Chloe Hewitt Cooper Cup. Missed the first 3 weeks of the beginning of the season again, which is really frustrating. So I've really enjoyed doing the commentary on that one, but I'm back for this coming Monday. There's an upcoming Team V team event coming on as well, which I'll have more details in the future, which is happening in the middle of February. So a busy period coming up, and there'll be plenty of stuff on the channel. Obviously the new F1 season will be starting soon as well. I'll be looking to get my thoughts out before the start of the season in regards to that. Going to be very interesting. Can Hamilton make it 6 championships? Will Vettel make it his 5th and stop him? What about Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari? How will he do? Can Verstappen and Red Bull and Honda make a go at the championship as well? So many scenarios there. We've obviously got Ricciardo and Reynolds. There's so much going on that I'll go through, so I'll need to take a bit of time to do that. I will wait until I've seen the cars released and a bit of winter testing first of all. But Huxley just messing around as the clock ticks down to the final couple of seconds. There we go, over the line, and we have got our grid for the race. There it is, Huxley in first, Envoy Extreme second, Edu in third, Ropski fourth, Frank Finch in fifth, Deleuze in sixth, Seek seventh, and Lager in eighth. Just the 8 drivers there, so there's obviously the possibility, if you wish to get involved, there will be links posted below after the stream in the description. Just jump back to that, or after you've finished watching, jump back to one of my old V8 Supercar videos. You have the links there to the Facebook page. There's a few spaces going at the moment, and it would be lovely to have you involved. All you need is Project Cars 2, available on Tuesday nights at 8, and a PlayStation 4. And that's it. That's all you need. So we're just waiting now for the race to start. It will be a 35-minute race. It's going to be overcast conditions, I do believe, as well. And obviously the drivers do need to make one mandatory pit stop as well. So they do need to make sure to take that at some point during the 35 minutes. So we're just waiting on the change. There we go. And here we are on the grid. You see we've lost Huxley, unfortunately, which is really, really frustrating. So we're now down to 7 drivers here as the lights come on. And we are underway, and Edu's got a blinding start there. But surely was a jump start nearly, but we'll soon find out. He jumps into the lead, Envoy into second, Frank Finch and Ropski coming down. Seeks has just hit his teammate from behind there. That certainly wasn't PG as they go through Redgate and down the Craner curves for the first time. And it's Edu who leads, Envoy in second, Frank Finch in third, Ropski in fourth, Les in fifth, Seeks sixth as Les goes up the inside of Ropski there through the Craner curves. Very brave and opportunistic move there through the old hairpin for the first time. And keeping an eye on the drive to the Les' match. But we've got a crash. Ropski has lost it, and then the teammates of Seeks and Frank Finch have hit each other there. That's Frankhoff into the gravel. Where is Seeks? He's reversing back onto the track now. And where is Ropski? He's managed to get ahead of that, and the NGR Laggers managed to avoid all the commotion. Don't know quite what happened there. Just caught the end of that there. Seen Ropski sideways, and the two PAIS cars managed to clash into each other, so not good there. Someone's taken one of the advertising signings off there as well. We come down towards the chicane for the first time. Still got Edu out in the lead. He's actually got 3.5 seconds already, has the Spaniard, so he's really flew away at the start. The Les has just made his way up into third. Envoy Extreme has actually dropped down to the back. He was the one that must have knocked the advertising sign off at Coppice Corner there, because he's all the way down at the back now, having been in second. Seeks right behind his teammate Frank Finch, coming through the Melbourne hairpin for the first time for them. And Edu's decided to come into the pits at the end of lap number 1, so tactical choice here from the Spaniard. Get the pit stop out of the way early doors. That releases the Les into, in fact no, he's got a drive-through penalty, so it was a jump start from the Spaniard. That was a drive-through, he didn't stop in pit lane, so that definitely I did think that might have been a jump start from him, and it's definitely proved to be the case here. And he drops down to 4th place, having started in second after Huxley dropped out during the transition from qualifying to the race. But the Les leads coming up the top of the hill towards McLean's for the second time. He's got Ropski in second in the number 7 machine. NGR Lager in third. There's a chance for him to gain some ground on Scooby G at the top of the standings. Lager is in second at the moment, so it's a good chance for him to gain some points. Edu in 4th after that drive through. Seeks has got his way past Frank Finch for 5th, Frank in 6th, and Envoy off-roading again down somewhere. I think that is down at McLean, so he is off the track and dropping backwards one more time. But there is the Les. Closest battle on track at the moment is going to be this between Ropski, Lager and Edu. Keep an eye on this at the moment and see where they go through the Melbourne hairpin and heading up towards Goddard's for the final corner to head down the front, start and finish straight. We've got Les 2.5 seconds clear of this. Edu's drifting his way into Goddard's area. He needs to be careful. He's had a few off-road excursions, but he's got a really good run out of Goddard's, heading down towards Redgate Corner. Can he make a move? He's not really the greatest overtaking spot, but he's going to go late on the brakes. That's a late lunge. Can he get it slowed down in time and turned in? He can, and he's managed to get the move done. A lovely move there from Edu in the number 29 machine. chucked it down the inside into Redgate corner, and he has got the move done. So that's him moved up into third place. Can Lager get back through and up into third, and will he now drop away? Edu's already gaining on Ropski very quickly. The Belgian must have had a poor run out of the old hairpin there, heading up towards McLean's. Oh, Edu, he's just going to undo all of that good work there maybe. He's caught it. Needs to be careful. Ropski's had a slow run through Coppice though. Edu's got the bit between his teeth. He's drifting. He's through. Where is he? He's not even on the screen at the moment. There he is on the grass. Lager's going to get back through, and Edu just needs to calm down a bit. He's done this a few times. Just gets in the power a bit too quick. You watch the speedo there, no traction control, and he's just pushing the accelerator a bit too much maybe in the lower gears. So he's come down to Melbourne's and he's got all to do again. You can see Seeks in the background there. He's going to be catching up towards this before long. All this is doing is allowing the Les to disappear into the lead. He's 5 seconds clear at the moment. Here we go into Goddard's for the third time. Edu taking the long way round so he can straighten the car up and try and get a run down towards Redgate one more time. He's got a nice run back into the slipstream, the Lager. Coming down towards Redgate, they pull towards that pit exit. Will he go for it one more time? No, decides better off at this time. Got enough time, just needs to be patient and keep it together. He looks like he can get a move. He's got a much better run down through the Craner curves, and he's got the move done, so he's finally back up into third position and back ahead of Lager. Can he keep the car on the track this time though? We'll jump on board with him for now. That is Ropski ahead in the number 7 machine as he comes up through this short left-hander and into McLean's down to second gear, 70 plus miles an hour. Ropski's run very wide there, easy to do that. That is an easy move for Edu, now up into second place and comes over the rise of the crest into Coppice corner. Feeds the power in up in the third gear and heading down towards the chicane for the next time. Now his next target is going to be the Les in the lead. He's got 5 seconds to gain. See how long it takes him to do that. Lager now though is the next target. That's Seeks running very wide there, going off into the kitty litter. That's going to cost him a few seconds. He won't want to be doing that too much during this race, that is for sure. We'll keep an eye on Lager. He's got a chance, as I say, to gain some ground in Scooby G in the championship with the championship leader not here this evening. There's a good chance for him to do something tonight. Seeks, another good chance for him to gain ground. He's in third place in the championship at the moment. Won at Hockenheim, first race back after the New Year break, so he's managed to get himself a win on the board. He's the only other driver away from... no, sorry, he's not the only other driver. Sorry, he won at Daytona as well, didn't he? So he's won a couple of races now as Seeks. It's been a good run for him, getting that win at Hockenheim. Daytona was actually... it was Jamie, actually. I apologise, I'm getting mixed up. Can't remember myself. Seeks went it all wrong into the old hairpin, cutting across the corner there. Just causes him to spin wide. Edu's already cutting into this lead for the Les very quickly. In fact, the Les is round the top of Coppice there. He is round, and we've lost Envoy Extreme from the race as well, down to 6 cars, which is very frustrating to see. But the Les at Coppice corner, up and over the crest, he's lost it, and that has put Edu into the lead of this race. And you can see he's definitely got the pace here, a 1 minute 28.8. And no one else is outside of that at the moment. They're all in the 1 minute 30s at this point in time. So he's got the chance, if he can keep it on the track, Edu, that he could pull away and take the win. It would be his first victory of the season, I do believe, if I can remember correctly. I can't remember who won at Daytona before Christmas. So much has happened, I can't remember. But he's got a chance at a good win here. 5 seconds up the road, and that is the Les into pit lane. So the Les is the first one to make the mandatory pit stop in this race. He pulls in to his pit box. The mechanics will go to work very shortly, even though you don't see tyres change, they are actually changing them. It's the joys of things. There you go. So that releases Lager into second place. Ropski's got the attention of Seeks behind him, over third place at the moment, coming down the Craner curves towards the old hairpin. Number 52 machine. Looking a lot quicker at the moment than the number 7. He's just got to be patient here as we come up towards McLean's. Top of the hill, back end of the track. could make a move here, but the best thing to do would probably be to just tuck in and wait till you come out of Coppice, but Ropski's got it sideways on the exit of McLean's, but he's now got the inside line as they rise over that crest, take the apex. Seeks is basically pushing him through Coppice there. Now this is his chance, get into the slipstream, coming down towards the S's chicane. Hard on the brakes. Third gear, 7 miles an hour. You can see he's got a much better line out off the corner. Can he make a move into Melbourne hairpin? Ropski's going late on the brakes. Getting it sideways in the way, and he's drifting his way through, but he's managed to hold on for now. But Seeks should surely be able to get a run down towards Goddard's. Can he get the move done? This is over third place, which is about to become second, because Edu is into the pits for the second time this now for his mandatory stop, and Seeks makes the move but then jumps into pit lane as well. So that's Lager into the lead. Ropski goes into second place, Seeks and Edu into the pits. Frank Finch is in 5th place, and the Les, having stopped, is now in 6th place. So let's follow the number 11 machine and just see where he joins in relation to these two pits. Edu's already on his way out actually, so Edu is going to jump enough and stay ahead, but here comes the Les down the front, start finishing. Edu spun on pit exit, unbelievable, I jumped away there. The Spaniard has put the foot down on the exit, and he's got himself wedged in pit lane. I wonder if he's got an issue maybe with his wheel that's caused this problem. I hope he can fix that. Very strange moment here at Donington. It seems that Edu is stuck. You can see he's trying to move, he's trying to get, there he goes, he's got it in reverse now. Can he get in first gear? There we go. So something went on there. Very, very strange moment, but that's cost him a lot of time, and he's now at the back of the field, and he's got time to make up. And that's Frank Finch that's off the track as well now. That is just at McLean's on the run up to Coppice, so he's lost it at the back end of the track. There's his teammate Seeks catching up, having made his stop. So the Les is now into 3rd place, Ropski in 2nd. This man, NGR Lager Fanny himself, a resident party animal, leads the race at the moment. And Seeks is coming up behind Frank Finch. Frank Finch is off the track again and in the grass there, so that allows Seeks an easy passage through past his teammate. Frank must have lost it on the top of the hill at Coppice. It's dropped him down the field one more time. Here is Ropski, climbing through Redgate and down through the Craner curves. You keep an eye on this man though. After that incident in pit lane, goodness knows what happened. Possibly wheel malfunction or something, who knows. But he's definitely the quickest man out there when he keeps it on the track. I've seen him do 1 minute 28 earlier on. We definitely know he can make this ground up, and this could be the story of the race. If Eddie can keep this on the track and make his way through the field, he's got 47 seconds to the leader, but obviously the top two have not pitted yet. The Les has, so the gap between Edu and Les is about, as Frank Finch is in the pits at the moment as well, so the gap between Edu and Les is the one to watch, and that gap is around about 20, I think it's about 23, 24 seconds roughly. Yeah, 22 seconds, so that's the one to watch as this race goes on. Frank Finch coming out of pit lane after his mandatory pit stop, so he has been into the pits and made that stop. So the only one still to pit now is NGR, Lager and Ropski. The first two in the race, they are still to make their pit stop. Lager just unable to get the power down coming out of Goddard's there as he would like, crossing the line 1 minute 31.7, so it's pretty similar to his last lap, so he's been consistent there. As Ropski heads towards the line now, so he's going to carry on for another lap. So 1 minute 34.1, so you can see the difference there in lap times, about 2.5 to 3 seconds between them. The Les is just nearly into the 1 minute 29s, getting a bit caught up there through Goddard's on his way out, so let's see what lap time he can do here. 1 minute 30.7, so he's got the pace against those ahead of him. He's got 24 seconds to make up. Seeks comes across the line, his first lap after the pit stop, a 1 minute 28.7, so if they can keep it on the track, the race could be between Seeks and Edu before the end of the race, because these guys are capable. A 1 minute 28, so Edu shows off and goes 1 minute 27.4, so that's a cracking lap time there from the Spaniard, but you're always guaranteed entertainment with him. Drifts it through every corner. And you can see the lap times there. Fastest lap of the race is that lap from Edu we just seen there, 1 minute 27.84. Seeks on a 28.7. Everyone else is a 1 minute 30 or above, so plenty going on there. Need to keep an eye on everything. Question now though has got to be, when does NGR Lager come into the pits? Does he try and stay out there as long as possible? That's it, you know, the same goes for Ropski as well. He's now dropping back, he's 13 seconds down. He's lost about 4 or 5 seconds during this lap. So he's definitely got the possibility. Oh, we seem to have lost Frank Finch as well. I'm sure if that's a issue with connection or if Frank's decided to call it quits. But unfortunately down to 5 drivers, and it's such a shame. This series was a very popular one. There was one point where we had 16 regular drivers and 8 reserves at one point. So it's such a shame to see people dropping out and the numbers dwindling. But if you want to help us make that back up, as I say, the links will be below for you to join. You can still join this season as well during the season and get used to it, and you can see if you want to put in for a full season into next year. So you've always got that option for that. So we'd love to see you get involved in any of the next gen league races, so keep an eye out for that. But while I'm here as well, I've got another one coming up. If you follow me on Twitter, you will notice that I've been posting about a brand new Project Cars 2 League series that I've got coming up in the near future. It's with another league that I do. It's on TTTV, which I do on Thursday nights for their F1 game. And I'm actually setting this one up from scratch. So if you are interested in that, it's going to be in the Formula C cars, which is basically Formula 3. We'll be starting on the 23rd of February. If you want to sign up, go to my Twitter page, look out for the posts to do with TTP cars. And then you can sign up just by sending me a direct message with the template. So if you are interested in joining into that as well, I can post the links to my Twitter below as well after the race. I'd love to have you along for that, because it's I look like it'll be very interesting as Edu cuts his way across the chicane there. A bit too much, missed his braking point. There are plenty going on here on this channel, not just with NXTGEN, but also with other stuff as well, and the F1 of course starting back up in the near future. So new year means all go 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 one more time. Edu swings it through. He's dropped back a lot, but he's still 48 seconds off the lead at the moment, and he's up to 28 seconds behind the Les, and there's why, 1 minute 40. So he's had an issue on that lap there. Les has got into the 29s now. So Edu, he's had this a number of times this season where he just seems to try too hard and gets himself off track, and it costs him a lot of time. He needs to calm down a little bit, and when he does, he can be extremely quick. But we'll see how he recovers from that latest escapade as Lager comes across to start the 12th lap of the race. We've got 17.5 minutes left here at Donington for NXTGEN Racing's V8 Supercar Series. It's round number 7 from Donington Park GP Circuit, and we have unfortunately lost a few drivers already. We're down to only 5 now. We did have 8 for qualifying. We were hoping to have 11 tonight, but a few couldn't make it at the last minute, unfortunately. And we've lost a few drivers. We've lost Envoy Extreme, and we've also lost Frank Finch from the race as well. Unsure quite what happened to them, unfortunately they're no longer in the race. But Lager, he's got a 20-second gap now, which is over the Les, because Ropski's into pit lane. So the Belgian has finally decided to pit. When I was racing this series, me and him were very close on track, and usually very close in the championship as well. So Edu's going to get clear off the Belgian, possibly. Yes, he does. He pulls across to take the line into Redgate, so he's now got ahead of Ropski, as Edu. That puts Ropski into 5th place. Seek's now up into 3rd, Les into 2nd, so it's just Lager now who's left to make the pit stop. He's the only one not pitted. He's got to make a mandatory pit stop at some point in this race. Will he make it this time round? He's coming into the final corner at Goddard's now. We'll see if he makes his way towards pit lane, drifting towards pit lane. Does he go? No, he decides to stay out and go for another lap. So he's going one more time round the block. Les, 1 minute 29 last time round, 1 minute 29.86, 1 minute 29.3. Edu 1 minute 29.0. So lap time's tumbling. Edu's somewhere off the track. There he is. He's in the barrier again. What has happened to the Spaniard? He's reversing onto the track, trying to do a J-turn by the looks of it. He's not done that too well. What is going on here? I wonder if he's having some issues with his wheel. Possibly. Because the pit lane incident was a very peculiar one that put him sideways. And now he's just been... yeah, come on, Edu. Don't be like that. So yeah, very frustrating. He's losing it again one more time. So yeah, something going on there possibly. Puts Ropsky back into 4th place. So I get the feeling now with this carrying on that the battle for the race win is going to be between this man, the Les, and Seeks. NGR Lager is still at pit, but he's got 24 seconds over Seeks. It's going to take longer than that to get into pit lane, down towards the speed limit, make the stop and come back out. So the battle has to be, as Edu's there, something has definitely happened. It looks like the Spaniard is now out of the race as Lager comes into pit lane. Something has definitely gone on for Edu's car, and it looks like another retirement. We're going to be down to 4 cars unfortunately here tonight. Lager into pit lane. Here comes the Les through Goddard's, and Lager's still in pit lane, so the Les is going to take the lead off the race. Seeks now coming through Goddard's as Lager is released from pit lane. It's going to be too little too late, because Seeks is going to go flying past over the start and finish line, and he is ahead of NGR Lager, who you can see there in the background, still in pit lane, now across the pit limiter line. He rejoins in 3rd place. So the gap to keep an eye on now is between the Les and Seeks. It is currently 7 seconds. Seeks took about a second out of the Les last time by, 1 minute 30.2 to 1 minute 31.1. Edu definitely out of the race, still stuck down there at Goddard's as Ropsky comes through that corner as well. There is Lager heading up to Coppice. We see Seeks just going through. Let's jump on board with the number 52 machine and have a wee ride around this circuit. Coming out of Coppice, heading towards the S's. You can see the Les up ahead in the Dreadlock's number 11 machine. Puts on the brakes into the S's, keeps it in 3rd gear. Take as much curb as you can, and a little bit of grass as well. And obviously, Seeks preferring 3rd gear through the S's to minimise wheel spin. Down to first gear though for the Melbourne helper. And you can see just how careful you've got to be on the throttle with these things. There is 650 brake horsepower through the rear wheels alone. Around about nearly 2,000 kilograms in weight, so big heavy brute air machine. Les has gone through and done 1 minute 30.7. It's a 29.6 from Seeks, so it's about another second taken out of the lap time there, and that is definitely what we want to be keeping an eye on here, because this is going to be the race for the victory here tonight, as long as they can keep it on the track. But 12.5 minutes left here tonight. Down to 5 drivers, unfortunately. NGR Lager coming through the Craner curves as well. This is still going to gain him some points on NGR Scooby G, who's championship leader not here this evening. So he's got a chance to close some ground up. And 3rd place is a good place to be able to do that. Les is down at the Aces towards the back of the track. It's on his 15th lap. Here comes Seeks towards that very same corner now. Again, down to 2nd this time, and you can see that's why he seems to keep it in 3rd. Dropped it to 2nd gear. The rear axle didn't agree with it. Pitched him into sideways momentum and nearly into the gravel, so that's going to cost him time. And at the moment, with time ticking down to nearly 10 minutes to go, his time is of the essence. 1 minute 30 roughly for a lap time. So you're looking at around about 7 to 8 laps left, maybe even less than that. So not long to go now in this race. I say, if you do think you can do it, you want to join in as well, there is default setup, so don't think you need to be a master setting the car up either. It is all through default, it is all driver aided choice. Everyone's decided not to use traction control this evening, some without ABS as well. But it is allowed, assists are basically allowed to cater for all cars, so please do get involved. I would love to see you here. You could be getting live commentary on next week for the next round of the championship, which I'm not too sure where it's from. I've not got the calendar in front of me right now. Seeks has got himself back on track. He's got nearly 8 seconds down. He's got 8 seconds to the lagger behind him, so he can concentrate clearly on what he needs to be doing. Into the S's. A little bit of a corner cut there. Needs to be careful not to do that too much. They could end up in front of the stewards. Les coming up to Goddard's now. Chucks it in. Ziedu's car stuck at the side. Unsure what's happened to the Spaniard. He'll be waiting till the end, not leaving, because he is the host of the lobby and he's the championship coordinator as well. So he won't want you to be leaving so he can get the results. That's why his car is just sitting there. I get the feeling he's had some sort of wheel malfunction, because he did have an incident coming out of pit lane that put him across the track, across pit lane exit, and cost him a lot of time, and he's been off the track a few times. So shame to see that being the case, because he definitely had the pace to climb his way back through the field. I was looking forward to that being the case, but not to be, unfortunately. 9.5 minutes to go. It's NXTGEN Racing's V8 Supercar Series. It's round number 7 from Donington Park. You've just seen the leader flash through the screen there, which is the Les, and Seeks is chasing them down in second. NGR Lager is in third place. Chance for him, as said, to gain points on the championship leader Scooby G, who is not here tonight. Ropsky is in fourth. Edu is in fifth, but he will not be classified as a full point scoring because he is not going to finish the full amount of laps. So down to 4 drivers. It's a pretty lonely race out there at the moment for most. 6 seconds between first and second. We've got 10 seconds between second and third, and we've got about 30 seconds between third and fourth place, which is Ropsky. If I had the time, maybe I'd get the controller back out and race myself, who knows. Seeks does have the speed. He can keep it together to catch up. He's got that gap now down to 6 seconds. It was 8 about a lap ago, so a 29.3 to a 31.1, so he's took nearly 2 seconds out of the Les in that lap. Les coming down the Craner curves. Very consistent driver is the number 11 machine. Championship regular Seeks joining this championship for the first time, and already got a race victory on the board at Hockenheim, as mentioned. Seeks also on his own channel on Thursday nights does commentary for the Project Cars 2 Escort 1600 League, which is run by Zach Speed's TV, someone you may know from his YouTube videos, and that is a very fun league indeed. So you can, I'll drop that into the links below as well. And also our main commentator on NXTGEN is Jordan. He does the Monday night tourers, he does the Friday night Ginetta's, GT4 and GT5, and he also does the Clio Cup, which is sponsored by Max Coates on Saturday night as well. So very busy man is our Jordan. I'll post the links down there as well, so you can follow all the action that happens on NXTGEN Racing, not just on this channel, but also on other channels as well. 7 minutes to go. We're getting into the final stages now. You can see that gap is now just under 5 seconds. So getting very down to the chance now for Seeks to gain the momentum. Could take the win here this evening. running on board with a bumper cam right to the floor, down through the crane of cars. Left-hander here, you go over a little bump just beforehand, just a little bit of a crest almost, as you come downhill. It just unsettle the car, very easy to then lock up going into the old hairpin, and then through the right-hander up the hill towards McLean's, and on the brakes you can see Seeks being very gentle on the brakes, but he maybe wants to get a bit more aggressive on the brakes there, because he only went straight off, heading up to Coppice now. You want to brake just around about that marker board there, down to second briefly, back into third to minimise wheel spin, and then down the straight towards the S's chicane. Les has gained time though because of that mistake into McLean's. That's nicely through the chicane this time though from Seeks, so that's going to gain them a bit of time. Heading up to the Melbourne hairpin, again just on the brakes, trying not to lock up. ABS is on, but it could be on a low setting, so lock up still possible for the number 52 machine. We've got to the roof cam now as he comes into Goddard's very tricky corner, as I've just been proven exactly right. And manages to collect it all together and get back in the car. Now back to 7 seconds behind the Les, so it's starting to fall away from the 52 machine. Les, if he can keep it on track, say he's a very consistent driver, is the 11 car. 1 minute 29.1 last time round. That is his fastest lap off the race as well. He's now got 7 seconds back of the gap, is back up to. Seeks is second place, but he's capable of doing a 28.7. Wagner in third, so he's just set his fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 31.1. And Roxky in his last lap done a 1 minute 30.9, so everybody's setting their fastest laps last time round except for Seeks there. So the guys are definitely finding some speed towards the end of this race. And down to the other area you go, see first and second in the one shot there with the wide angle. Into the Melbourne hairpin goes the race leader. We're under 5 minutes now. Only a few more laps to go here at Donington Park. And unfortunately the thunder in the alley and the thunder in the park has been a bit more of a whimper with the turnout, unfortunately. Unfortunately it's just one of those things, sometimes real life can get in the way. You can't always race when you want to. Hopefully we can get some more, as I've been saying. If you do want to join, links will be below afterwards. Just join back to the video at a later point once it's uploaded fully. I'll post the links below for NXTGEN's Facebook page where you can join up to this or any other of the available leagues. Leagues running across Project Cars 2, GT Sport, Assetto Corsa, Dirt Rally and F1 2018. So good selection there on the PS4 for you. Also got a touring car on Race Room on PC as well, which is brand new as well. So some good stuff going. We've got virtual GT4, European GT4s on Sunday nights. We've got the Max Coke Clio Cups. There's a new one for GT Sport just started up a couple of Fridays ago. There's also the regular one on Project Cars 2 on Saturday nights. And we've got the virtual Ford Focus Cup on GT Sport, which is on here as well. And also Monday nights for myself here on this channel, you get the Chloe Hewitt Cooper Cup. It's been a very popular series so far. 2.5 minutes, so that's going to be basically 2 laps now. Let's go on to what will be his penultimate lap. And he looks like he's on his way to the race victory. Seeks is still 7 seconds back, despite setting a 29.5. He's just not gaining quick enough to make any inroads to the leader. NG Alaga will be happy to just take third place and not do anything rash. He's going to gain points on championship leader. It's not really a huge amount. Scooby View's multiple wins has got himself quite a start, a head start so to speak, in the championship. Roxky in fourth will be happy for some solid points, although I'm sure, being the racer that he is, he would have preferred to have raced and fought for it a little bit more, as I'm sure all the drivers will have. comes Seeks up through Coppice. He's shucked it in there. Hoped it would stick. Caught the grass and somehow managed to make that one work. Absolutely flung it into Coppice there. And down to the S's. Took that pretty nicely actually. The race leader coming through the Melbourne hairpin and up towards Goddard's. He's only got a minute on the clock. So when he crosses the line this time, this will be the final lap of the race, because by the time he gets back round, the time will have run out and the checkered flag will greet him next time by. All he needs to do is keep it on the road for the next 2.4 miles and he will take his first victory of the season in NXTGEN's V8 Supercar Series 6. He'll take a solid second place. He's had a few podiums already this year and that win at Hockenheim, so more solid points for him. And he's currently in third in the championship behind NGR Lager, so that will give him a good chance to gain some ground there. Lager himself, as I say, will be happy with the points that he's going to pick up. And Ropsky, the last one to finish in fourth place. Edu, you can see his there in fifth place, but he is out of the race. Parked up at the side of Goddard's before the pit exit. I believe he's maybe had some sort of issue with his steering wheel, because he had a few problems during the race as well. But here comes the Les. Time has expired on the race, and you can see Seeks has really found some time in this lap. Coming up to the Melbourne hairpin for the last time comes the number 11 Jet Gloves machine. He's just kept himself out of trouble, missed the action and the crashing down at the old hairpin on lap 1, managed to pick his way through and has just kept the car pretty much pointing in the right direction, except for one instance. He crosses the line and he wins here at Donington, sliding across the line. Seeks takes second place, Ropsky will take third. And here comes NGR Lager. Now he's infamous for finishing the race sideways and doing a 3.5 somersault in the pipe position. So we'll see if he can manage that here. We'll just keep an eye on this. He's always good for doing it. You can see Edu's managed to somehow get the car to cross the line in fifth place. Here comes Lager. And he's just going to head straight down. There we go. He didn't quite get this flip this time. Marks for effort, but it's a 0.9 from me. Ropsky will be the last one to finish. Giving the lights a flash as he comes down towards the S's. He probably knows we're watching. Belgium are happy with fourth place. To say, I probably would have preferred to have fought for it a wee bit more. But fourth place is fourth place. First you've got to finish first. First you've got to finish. Well, you've got to finish to get the points, and that's exactly what he's done here tonight. And across the lines you can see everyone having a donuts and a bit of fun down there towards turn 1. There's Ropsky coming through for the final time across the line for fourth place. Your winner this evening is the Les. As Edu's car goes flying in the air. The Les takes the victory with Seeks in second, Lager in third, Ropsky in fourth. Edu classified as fifth place. Frank Finch a non-finisher. Envoy Extreme dropped out as well during the race, and we lost Huxley, who was on pole position during the transition from qualifying to the race. But that is it for this evening. Hopefully next week we'll have a few more drivers and a bit more action for you. I'll be back on the channel here on Monday coming for GT Sports Chloe Hewitt Cooper Cup Series. It'll be absolutely lovely to be back commentating on that. If you do want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at Andy81287, same as the YouTube name. If you haven't subscribed already, it'd be lovely if you could do so. Do hit the like button as well, always helps me out. And if you want to see me elsewhere, I am commentating on Thursday night on TTTV for TTL F1, that we are heading to round 13 for the Belgium Grand Prix there on TTL F1. It'll be myself and my good commentating buddy Kieran McGinley in the box there, so you can watch that on TTTV. And on Sunday night on Apex Online Racing, it'll be myself and my other good commentating buddy, which is Ollie, on the F2 tier for Apex Online Racing. And then obviously, as I say, I'm back here on Monday. But that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, despite the lack of drivers this evening, unfortunately. Until next time, my name is Andy, and I'll see you again soon. Ta-da.